started and left out and came back in because we were having technical difficulties with the audio. We're having such a great conversation right now with Lynn, and we're talking about autism. We're talking about where she's been. I know this is going to be crazy, but I know you can do it, just like your parents thought. They knew you can do it. Give us a quick synopsis of everything you just told us. From hi, my name is.
Lynn Clouser, homegrown right here from Missouri City. I went to E.A. Jones. I went to Missouri City Junior High School, grew up in Chasewood, and I grew up as the daughter of a public servant here in Missouri City. My father was president of the Missouri City NAACP, president of the Chasewood Civic Club. And so I grew up seeing public servants um, uh, from from a front row with my father. And my mother taught me early on that volunteering was very, very important. So uh, fast forward, I am now currently serving as Missouri City's Councilwoman at Large, position 2. Been doing that for the last 5 years. I always said that I would never do politics, but I do believe public service calls you, you don't call it.
Yes.
And when the opportunity presents itself, um, presented itself 5 years ago, it it I just jumped right to it. I had several residents that said, "Lynn, we need you on council," and I prayed on it. That was during COVID, and
Ooh,
so
you were supposed to be in the house.
it was unpredictable, but somebody had to serve.
I know.
Somebody
I had to
needed
take
to
that
serve.
chance.
Yeah, and so we did it. We won overwhelmingly. We came back in 2022. We won. And then now I'm up for reelection. I have two opponents, but we are sticking with the record. We are sticking with the record of what we have done. I serve on the city's Economic Development Committee.
What does that do for us?
Yes. So all the development that you see that's coming up around Missouri City, the Missouri City that you saw 5 years ago, even 3 years ago, is not the same Missouri City.
What's
So
different now? What's the
look,
approach?
all the developments.
Yeah,
all
but
the
what are
developments.
mentally
Yeah.
for a person who's trying to wrap their mind around it? Because they can see a lot of stuff, but who's really paying attention? They just know their town is better.
Right.
But for a person who really needs to, for layman's terms,
Yeah. So what we do is we listen to the residents. What do y'all want? Most people don't want to have to go to Sugarland or Pearland to do their shopping or go for different services. They want that kind of stuff right here in Missouri City. So what we do is we make sure that the land is properly zoned for what the residents want. We make sure we hear a lot of complaints, and that's what we are here for. We are here to be the voice for the residents. Can we make everything happen that the residents want? No,
because
but
I want $1 million. I'll stay right up the street.
I know that's right.
A couple.
But what we do is we take the money, our property taxes and our sales taxes, and we make sure that that money is allocated to the things that the city wants. Public safety, right? Anytime I run my campaign, I make sure that public safety is a priority. We want to live in a safe city, right? There was a shooting last night
At Walmart,
right?
girl.
Right. So sad.
That man lost his life.
Yeah,
and he was with a child.
Left his child behind, and we don't know the circumstances around it. They did arrest two suspects, but we want to make sure that we have a safe city. That when things like that do happen, are the police there quickly? Do they catch the suspects quickly? And they did. And so we want to make sure that our police and fire our teams are fully staffed. People don't look at it like that.
I like
it's not just paying. Yeah,
they're cool.
They are. They all are. We have the best, and I'm going to be partial. We have the best police and fire staff that there are out there. We have community policing. If they're all approachable. And I love that. Even when I've gotten stopped before.
You got stopped by the police? Yes. So what would you say? Okay, recently there was an incident within the last year here on Cartwright where the officer unalived a family.
Yeah, I can't speak on that because that's
city type business.
And there's a legal stuff going on. I can't speak on that, but my heart goes out to that family.
To the family.
And I did. It's sad. Wrong is wrong. I will say that wrong is wrong, and it broke my heart to know that. I'm a mother. I have children, and so
on his birthday,
yeah. And so I just pray that justice is served.
Amen.
Yeah.
Well, moving forward.
Yes.
I want you to tell us, because we were having a great conversation.
Yeah.
Who is Lynn?
Lynn. Lynn is a public servant. There's a bunch of stuff on my resume. But Allie, I can sum it up in 2 words: public servant.
Public servant.
I'm a giver. I am a giver. I'm a nurturer. You were talking about you
Yeah.
being a nurturer. I'm a nurturer. In fact, on my way over here, I people pop in my mind. God puts people in my spirit. Hey, you doing okay? Or how are you doing? How are you feeling? I got a whole campaign going on, and it's a whole bunch of stuff going on with that.
Crazy, stressed.
But how I calm is I think about other people during my time,
Yay.
and so that centers me to make sure. And I don't even try. It's just that God will drop something in my spirit. Check on this person. I went to a friend's father's funeral last week, and I said, you know what? People need people after the funeral. Beforehand, everybody's there,
Yeah.
but when they bury them, who's there? Who's checking on them? And I checked on my friend, and he said, "Thank you so much for reaching out." And so
Isn't that
we
like
got
benevolence type stuff?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
being there.
Being there for people, just saying, "Hey, I'm thinking about you."
Yeah.
And so it's those little things. So who is Lynn? Lynn is a mother. Lynn is an Alpha Kappa Alpha woman. I
Okay, now
belong
stop
to
cutting up in here. You're going too far. You're getting disrespectful. She like, I got a team, girl.
first and
It
the
is not
finest.
me. Yes.
But people, people who are not a part of the D9s, what we are, we're a service organization. That is what we are here for. We are here to make our communities better. And one of our mottos is service to all mankind. And it doesn't mean people who look just like me and you, Allie. That's the neighbor on the street. We help everybody. So I'm proud to be a part of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. I also founded a autism caregivers group.
Why would you do that? Tell us why.
The need.
Why
Yeah.
is there a need? Or you have a personal experience with autism?
Yes. So my son, who is 20 years old, he'll be 21 in February.
Happy birthday, baby. He
Yes.
Aquarius?
Oh God. Is he a Pisces? I think he's a Pisces.
At the end of February is
He's
Pisces.
February 20th.
Yeah, my daughter's February 24th. So I get Pisces.
Okay. Yeah. So he's a Pisces. He's on the autism spectrum. We found out when he was 4. And I just did all the things, Allie. I exhausted myself. I exhausted my wallet. It took a lot. I drained my retirement account.
Let's stop right here.
Mm-hmm.
I told you I wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah.
For the parents who are just finding out, and they're looking for they're doing all kind of diagnoses, looking through hypochondriac type, going through everything. What did I do? What can I do? What is my fault? What would you say to them?
It is not your fault. It's not, autism is not a death sentence. It's not a curse. It's just a different lens of life that you have to look through for your child. Your kid is going to be successful, but they're going to be successful in their own way. So the child that you envisioned, that you imagined, you have to just reimagine what their life is going to look like, and they will be successful.
I believe that.
You have to have the right care team. You have to have the right resources, because autism is expensive.
How
what
much
were we talking
costs,
about?
6,000 to 8,000 to start, and just know and support is more expensive than that, because if you don't have a person that's genuinely doing it, you end up paying out of pocket.
Yeah.
For people just to acknowledge.
Yeah. Just the diagnosis. If you don't have insurance, just first of all, getting in line to get a diagnosis. It used to be like a 2-year wait. And
it's about a year now.
Yeah. Well, luckily there are more people coming into this field, more that are diagnosing, and so it has cut down the wait time.
Period, yeah.
The wait time.
But there's still a waiting list.
Yeah, absolutely it is.
Because it's a specialty. It's not just a regular
that's right.
Service that you're getting. You're getting a special needs service, and it's very sought after.
Yeah.
And like you told me earlier, if there's one in how many?
I think the latest is 1 in 34, I believe. 1 in 34. That's what.
So if there's 34 people in a room, at least one.
Mm-hmm. At least.
Because it's about 6, but we were talking about adults that are undiagnosed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They've been going through their whole life. And they know something's wrong, and life has been challenging, and they didn't get the proper learning. Maybe I'm not going to say that the systems are not doing the best that they can, but they were put in a class and expected to be quiet and sit still.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, it's different now. People need help, and they're getting the help that they need so that we can have a function in society. Everybody counts.
Right. That's right. And And it's okay. None of us are perfect. You know,
Yeah.
I was listening to a sermon one time from the late Pastor Chuck Swindoll, and he was talking about differently able. I like to call them differently able people.
Okay.
And he said
Differently able.
differently abled. Yeah. And I got that from Holly
Oh,
Robinson Pete. I met her once. And she has a son who's on the spectrum, but differently able. That's the term I really like to use.
difficultly able. I'm gonna
Differently
use that
abled.
from now on.
Yeah,
That's
differently
cool.
able.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, yeah. And so one thing that Reverend Chuck Swindoll said was, you know what? These people may, and he used the word disabled, they may be disabled, but we are all disabled in some way, form, or fashion.
Yeah.
And I think when we realize that, we realize that everybody needs a chance, everybody needs a break.
Mm-hmm.
We got to give people grace. And these individuals need grace. Mothering a child with autism
Mm-hmm.
has allowed me to be more forgiving, that it has allowed me to be more patient. And I don't think I'd be the woman that I am today
I was
if
gonna ask
God
you that.
if God hadn't put autism in my family's
Paced
life.
you, didn't it? It
It paced
paced you.
me. It made me more tolerant of people. It made me hold other people accountable for giving other people grace. Because what
Wow.
I see, there are opportunities where I have to make people teachable moments. This is what I call them, teachable moments. I have sadly been in rooms where adults have made fun of people who were autistic. Or my son and I were somewhere, and a parent steps out of line and says, "I wouldn't let my child talk to me like that." And and
Well, they
the
really would have a problem with me. I have 7 of them, but look, 9 altogether, and they talk to me crazy sometime, and ain't nothing but Jesus and the police keep me away from
That's
because I don't
right.
want to go to jail. But go ahead,
That's right. But it's a teachable moment because people don't know. You don't know what is going on
mind your business.
with children. You don't know um what is, and I believe me and you probably parent the same, but what I realized with my son versus my daughter, I couldn't discipline my daughter the same that I did my son.
My sons tell me that all the time. You
Yes.
treat them different. Well,
Yeah.
it's a difference.
When you have a child who has a special need, you have to parent them differently. And so I couldn't spank my son. I grew up in the spanking era, and I
Tear them
couldn't
legs
spank
up.
him
Yeah,
because it exacerbated what we call in the autism world a meltdown.
yeah.
And it was the opposite effect.
It was more
So
harm
yes,
than.
it was more traumatizing to him. So I had to learn things myself as a parent. I have to, not only do I have to, he has to learn differently, but I have to discipline him differently. And so it's just learning life differently. When when we first found out we had autism with my son, a lady gave me a poem that said "Welcome to Holland," and the bottom line of the story was this family packed up their bags and thought they were going to another country to live. And when they landed, they were in Holland. And they realized that Holland wasn't so bad after all. It was different than the place that they had packed up to go to, that they thought they were going to. So the child that you thought that you were going to have, but when you get to the destination that you didn't realize you were really going to, that was your final destination, you realize it's not that
It's
bad. We
pretty
just have to
nice
get
here.
adjusted. Yeah, you just
Yeah.
have to get adjusted to it. So that's been a blessing in my life, and serving the people of Missouri City has been a blessing in my life as well.
I think that you are doing a great job.
Thank
Um,
you.
I have many, many questions I want to talk about. There was an incident on the internet the other day
Mm.
that I saw, 2 of them, more than one, and I want to ask you about them. And I just speak as you can,
Yeah.
and if you can't, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Who's your running mate? I mean, who you're running against? Who are you running against?
You mean who's running against me?
My bad. Well, correct me. Get the camera back. You can have it go. Tell me, say it.
Listen, this is the people seat.
Okay.
This seat, this seat does not belong to me. This seat belongs to the people.
Mhm.
And so anybody is welcome to run for it
Mhm.
when the election time opens. But there are 2 individuals that are running against me. What I've done is, in this seat for 5 years, I've always kept um, my platform about what I'm doing for the people. If I have to resort to talking about my opponents, that means I'm taking my eyes off of the
What you're
people I'm
yeah.
serving.
Yeah.
And so I like to keep it as that. There have been, I'm not on those negative boards. I hear about them. I'm not on them because guess what? I'm not taking
You
my
ain't got to
eyes
do
off the
all that.
prize. I'm not doing all of that. Plus, I got to keep my mind. I serve a God. I wake up and I pray, I meditate, and I read, and anything else would knock me off of what I'm trying to
Because
do.
there's already a lot.
That's right. That's right. So when the negativity comes, Allie, I just smile and I keep it moving. Um, and so that's what I
It
do.
was said that you don't show up. It was said that you don't pull up to the meetings. You not on like you supposed. You just taking your position and doing what you want to do. How do you address that?
That's interesting. I don't show up. First of all, election time is just a small part of showing up. Anybody can tell you I am the most visible, I am the most accessible city council member that anybody has ever seen. People on my business card, I have my personal cell number. I ain't got two phones, I ain't got two lines. And so I am accessible to the people of Missouri City 24/7 every day, not just at election time. Secondly, I think what you're addressing is forums, and I've never publicly addressed this, so we're gonna go there. I'm live on the Alley Fire Show. So there were a couple of forums. All right. First of all, let me say this: people on city council, we have jobs. People think
Y'all
some
have
people
real jobs?
we got to pay our bills.
Okay.
Okay, we get a small stipend. To be on city council. I didn't even know that until I got elected into office. So we get a small stipend. So we got to pay our bills. I have a full-time job, and my job, I am a community relations manager for a company that serves individuals with intellectual disabilities. I cover the entire state of Texas. Okay.
Wow.
And so there were two conferences. This is conference season. Anybody knows that this is conference season. There were two conferences that were already planned. I'm the only person representing my company at these conferences. Plane tickets were booked, hotels were booked. So the very first forum that the Fort Bend Chamber put on, I was there. Okay. Mm-hmm. The next two, one of them was my chapter, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority
Did y'all cut up? Wait a minute, did y'all cut up or what?
Listen, when I got the message that the meeting was that day, and I told my sorority sisters, hey, I have a conference that day I can't get out of, but I am going to send my council member, my fellow council member, send me the questions. I will devise my questions and she will stand in for me. She said, absolutely no problem. That's fine. The only person that had a problem with it were my opponents that thought that because they just started showing up to stuff, so they thought that they would
just not started.
Oh, nobody knows who they are, so they don't come around. They don't support businesses like I do. And so
I see you outside all the time.
I'm all the time, not just election time. I'm all the time. I started the Small Business Advisory Committee. I'm supporting our businesses. But let me finish this because I'm only going to dig into this on the Alpha Fire Show
right now.
Yeah, that's the only time I'm talking about this
right now.
And so the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority forum, I was not able to attend, but I sent my proxy with my answers. I had to work. I was out of town. I was in, what city was I in? I was in.
Girl, be so many you can't remember.
I was in, that time I was in Corpus Christi. Okay. Yes. So secondly, there were the other forum that I was not at. Oh, I was in San Marcos. Cheryl Orloff at Fondren Park had a candidates meet and greets, a semi-forum. And I immediately let her know, hey, I have a conference, but I am going to send my responses. She said, please send your father. Sent my father, and my father read my responses. Okay. The other two, let me say this. One of them, it was 3 days before early vote. I had already had planned to be block walking and to be out knocking on doors. And so that was a last minute. I told them I will not be able to attend. I have something else to do. Mm-hmm. Now, the other forum, let me say this, and this is what I teach my daughter.
Okay.
If somebody invites you into their home and you know they don't like you, are you going into their house? Are you going to sit at their table?
No.
Why? Because they're going to set you up. They're going to set you up. So I did not go to that because I saw all the venom that was being put out.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, come here, this, come here, that, come here, how corrupt they are. You think I'm walking into you invite me into your house and you think you think I'm walking into that? No, I don't have to.
Yeah.
I don't have to. I don't have to be anywhere that I don't want to be.
I understand that.
Okay. So that's it. So my opponents took it upon themselves to make some chart to make it appear that I'm not coming to forums. But guess what? I do the work every single day. I do the work every single day.
So a
All right.
forum won't really just make a big
Listen,
deal because the work is actually happening.
you know who comes to the forums? The
Who?
people who support us. That's who's at the forums. The people
Ooh,
who support the candidates. And I'm not saying that people don't come to forums to get
information.
information on candidates, but what I'm saying in this case, that's negativity.
Yeah.
You put out a chart and it's negativity. That's fine.
So so the second part is, and I'm glad you addressed that. She ain't got time for it. Don't play with me because I'm not gonna play with you. What goes on in your house is your house, but I'm still handling my business.
Yeah, that's right.
So there was an incident of vandalism with one of the opponents. Somebody vandalized their, what do you call it?
A sign?
Yeah, cut it in half.
Okay.
And what do you say about to the people? I'm not talking about you in particular or how you feel about it.
Yeah.
What is your message to the people about the such?
So the sign damaging and the sign attrition game has been played up for a long time. What I will say is this: it's wrong. I have never touched a sign. I've never directed my team.
I wouldn't see you doing.
No,
you better not be out there with no sign.
Listen, I got better things to do. But here's the deal, Allie. Signs don't vote. People do. And so it happens to everybody. Some of my signs this season disappeared.
Oh,
right?
Wow.
They disappeared. It happens, right? And so, it's whatever. It's wrong.
Yeah.
Whoever's sign it is, whether if somebody damaged my opponent's sign,
Yeah.
that's wrong.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
And so it didn't just start happening this election cycle. It has happened year after year after year. People just need to keep their hands to themselves.
All you got to do is keep your hands to the polls. You ain't got to do all that. You can go to the polls and handle that business.
Yeah.
What is something that we need to know in this community that we may not know?
Yeah. We have an MD Anderson coming. Yeah.
What?
We have an MD Anderson coming.
Where?
It's supposed to be coming, where the Aldi is on Highway 6?
Yeah.
Over in that area. So we have MD Anderson coming. Allie, we got so much stuff coming to Missouri City that it's unreal. We want Missouri City to be a destination place, a place where people can come and live, work, and play and get treated at the hospital if you need to. We want you to be able to have the amenities right here in our city and not have to travel anywhere else to get what you need. And we get to keep those tax dollars when you shop here. But we want to bring more family-friendly attractions here. Mm-hmm. I'm on the Economic Development Committee, as I told you, and developers come before us. And some of the stuff they bring to us, it's unreal. They just want to give us, just bare basics. And we are almost built out with Missouri City. We're landlocked. We only have 9% of undeveloped land left. So what that means is that we have to be very particular and very intentional about what we put on the land. Yeah. So when developers come and sit before myself, Councilmember Sonia Brown Marshall, and Councilmember Odekirk, and they say, we want to give you this, we say, no, this is not what the residents want. We want townhouses. We want vertical. We want walkability. This is what the residents want. We give us something innovative. Give us something we don't have.
That makes sense.
And so that's what we do. We sit at the table and we help make these decisions. And so that's something that Missouri City can look forward to. The Taste of Missouri City. Did you get to come to the inaugural Taste of Missouri City?
Right here in the park, right?
At City Hall, on the grounds of City Hall. That was my baby.
That was your baby?
That was my baby. Yes. So I started, when I first got in office 5 years ago, I started the Small Business Advisory Committee. Mm-hmm. And what that is a support for all of our small businesses. Mm-hmm. When I got into office, there were businesses closing down. I said, my first order of business is going to be to create a committee that our businesses can lean on. We have 15 members that serve on that committee. Mm-hmm. All the ribbon cuttings that you see,
we're there.
Small Business Advisory Committee. That was our baby. We present the proclamation to those, and that's free advertisement for these businesses.
And ceremonies are just amazing.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
it's not as simple, but
No.
even the giving of the proclamations is amazing. Go ahead. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
In businesses, let me tell you, I've owned a business before. People go out on a limb, sacrificing everything they have to be in business.
Mm-hmm.
And so my heart goes out to them, especially when I see businesses close. And
Mm.
so, what can I do? I can use my platform to make sure that I use my influence to ensure that the city, the public, not just Missouri City, but everybody knows about these businesses. But I got to put my money where my mouth is. Any given day, you can see me shopping and purchasing things from our Missouri City
Patronizing.
business. Yes,
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 good.
yeah.
I saw you a few places. I ain't gonna lie. I be seeing
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. I mean, at night, I don't post about it all the time, but I'm going in, I'm supporting, and I'm showing, I'm putting my money where my mouth is, because we have to. I think it's our duty to make sure that we do. So you asked me a question, what can Missouri City, expect? We can expect more attractions. We can
Mhm.
expect more restaurants that they
Mhm.
want. I want a salada, and I'm not going to stop until we
I
get one.
love
So
salada. Oh my God. I'll be having a $15 salad. Big old, and the wraps are amazing. But
yes.
yeah,
So I'm trying to get us a lot of here. In fact, we're meeting with somebody tomorrow. So those are the kind of things that happen behind the scenes. The stuff at election time,
this is
you
just
know,
election
it's
time.
it's noise. It's
Mhm.
noise. What I enjoy is the work, doing the work of the people. And I'm representing nobody's outside interest but the people of Missouri City. There's nothing in it for me other than to see you and
Ooh,
other
the
people, to
community.
the community, to have success and have the things that they want, to have the drainage, to have public safety. That's
We
that's
have
what I want
public
to see.
transportation. Like
Yeah.
this is different. Okay, there's buses in other cities.
Yeah. Yeah. Missouri City doesn't want public transportation
we
like that.
got we got curb to curb. They come to
We
your
do.
house and pick you up, drop you off, as long as it's in Missouri City, and they will come back and pick you up and drop you back door to door.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And you don't want public transportation. Help me understand.
No, the residents don't want
Oh, it's too
metro,
much
but they don't want
because it's
metro
gonna bring.
buses
Ooh,
riding through the city. They don't want it, and so we do have curb to curb,
yes.
and so that is an underutilized resource, and so we just need to do a whole radio show. We need to just
Nobody
take it to the
knows it's
street.
even available.
We need to take it to the street and do a ride, and
When
let's do it. Let me get past
I
this
got a
election.
GoPro. Look, I got a GoPro. You got me messed up.
Let's do it.
Listening to our music.
Let's do it. But these are the resources that we need to make sure that our residents know about.
Yeah, because
Mhm.
I have never, and it's cost $1.20. Wait a minute, look at
Yeah.
me, y'all.
See?
Curb to curb, Most City costs $1.25 to go any. How big is Missouri City?
I don't know the exact approximate square
Population
footage.
wise?
104,000.
So 104,000 people
Mm-hmm.
without anything that you have to qualify. All you have to do
Right.
is download the app and order a ride, and you can go anywhere in Missouri City.
Yeah. And if you're a student, I think you pay 60 cents. And if you
What?
are a senior, then you pay a reduced rate as well. So it doesn't get any better than that.
Hey, I'll
Yeah.
come to my house and pick me
I
up.
know.
And people that they stop at a certain time,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it's worth it.
Yeah, it is.
What else you need us to know? Because we ain't got enough time in the day.
So early voting, I want everybody to
Look
get
at
out
the
to the
people.
polls. I want everybody to get out to the polls and vote. This is not a presidential election, and so a lot of people have voter apathy. They're staying home. Listen, if you stay home, that's a vote for the opposition. I want you to come out and re-elect me as your city council member. Early voting is going on now until Friday, and election day is November 4th. The polls are open from 7 to 7. And I do want to throw a plug out there. Our current mayor is doing a great job, Robin Ellicott, and also our mayor pro tem, Sonia Brown Marshall. We are the incumbents. And so we have been working well together, moving the city forward together. And if you like the changes that you're seeing in Missouri City, come out and cast your vote. But we just want to continue doing the work for the people, Allie. That's what it's about. It's not about anything. It's not about me. Heck, I could think of a million things I could be doing, but
Yeah.
I pour myself into this city because I think this is one of the callings that God has given me.
Mhm.
And when it's done, we'll move on to something else. But I want to do one more term.
Let's keep Mo City great.
Yeah, let's do it.
So what I'm going to tell you is, and I mean, this is my information and it's my choice. I went and vote.
Mhm.
I voted for you.
Thank
I
you.
can't tell you who else I voted for,
And I'm not going to ask
and
you.
don't worry about it, because
That's your business.
But I did vote for you.
Thank you.
I voted for you because I know you as a human being. I don't just see you on TV. I don't just see you. I see you outside in the community. I've never been to your home. I've never been to where you work. Well, I probably have for permits and all that for our events, but never have I seen someone so much without knowing them the way people would think. I know you as an individual. I talk to you, conversation. I know your spirit, and I know you love the Lord.
Yes.
So that matters to me. And you're from Mo City. I'm from Louisiana, but I'm a transplant.
Opelousas.
Hey, girl.
Wait, my people are from Opelousas.
I see that. I ain't gonna talk about it too bad. Okay, now, so so that's why you like that Zydeco music. You better cut it out.
That's for our next show.
Yes. Okay. So I am so happy that you're here. If there's anything that you can shout out to your son and your daughter, because it's. Hey, daughter, how are you? You're awesome. You're wonderful. I know things have been what you feel is uneven, but it's necessary, and you're going to be a great woman because of it. Now I'm going to give it back to you.
I love that. And we have to, I'm so glad you did that, because
siblings matter.
They do. And we have to pour. I'm in a stage right now where I'm having to pour into both of my kids. They're dealing with two different things at the same time. And as busy as I am, I have to stop
and be a mother
and take care and nurture, because these things right here are so delicate. And I don't think our parents realize that. They didn't realize that growing up.
No, our children are not like us. They have opinions. They have voices.
No, we had it. I used to get popped in my mouth all the time. We had opinions. Don't even.
Stay out of grown folk business. Why is you in here?
Right. Where you going, Mama? I'm going to see a man about a dog.
Hey, your mama was like that too. My mama seen a few dogs and men too. But moving forward, finish talking about what you were talking about.
We got to pour into these kids, and we got to take care of their mental. I tell my kids. I've been telling my kids since they were young, if you ever think you need a therapist, let me know. Mm-hmm. Let me know. And in the time when they did, guess what? They felt comfortable, because I've always talked to them about it's okay to go to a therapist. Mama has done it before. And so to my kids, I just want you to be the best that you can be. You know what I tell my kids all the time, even my child with autism, he might put something on a piece of paper and I say, do that over. You got to do everything with excellence.
You remind him.
Yeah, I remind my daughter. Everything with excellence. Everything with excellence.
Miss Lynn, when your birthday?
9/11. 9/11. I'm a Virgo.
So when I asked you that, I was about to say that, because I know how y'all. I'm Virgo moon. Okay. I'm a Gemini, but I get it, because it's structure. Yeah. Virgo is structure. Virgo might be hard to somebody else. Yeah. But
that's why I ain't got
because they can't handle it. Your mouth is something else. Yeah. I'm not talking about your television mouth either. You are a communicator for real, for real. So I understand structure. I understand trying your best to teach them in the way that they should go, and knowing that they might depart, but if they was taught right, they'll come back to you. Right. That's what the word says. That's right. I just want you to know that I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
It could be worse. You know what I'm saying? It could be worse. I'm proud of your father.
Thank you.
Mom, she didn't mention you as much, but we love you.
My mom is out there at the voting polls 7 to 7 every single day for me. My mom is quiet, but my mom is dedicated. She loves me, and she's out there taking a beating for me out there. Yep. But my dad,
you a daddy's girl.
I'm a daddy. I am a daddy's girl. I love that man. I love him. We golf together. But I just, at the end of this day, at the end of every day, at the end of this life, I just want to, when I go home, I just want to say, God, did I please you? Did I do everything
I just
that
want
you told
to say,
me?
well done.
And I want him to say, well done.
Amen.
And sit on in here in the VIP section.
Hey, Hey, look, I feel like he already, even though our lives are the way it is and we've been through
Yeah,
some stuff, we've always been in the VIB
that's
section.
right.
I mean, we go through life's recertifications. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yes.
a recertification because you might have passed that test a while ago,
Yeah,
but can you still handle this
that's
position?
right. It's
Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, we go through recertifications in our life.
that's right.
And it seems like you've been doing a good job. You still got your hair, you know, you didn't pull it out. You know, I mean,
I added a little something to
listen,
it, but you know.
no, don't worry about that part. At least you got the part you can cover it with, because some people ain't got that. I always say when a woman cuts their hair, you know something's going on.
Done that before. Yeah, and
Cut
it's
it
not
all
always, it's
off.
not always a bad thing.
No,
Sometimes you are in a rebirth.
being
I've done
liberated.
that. I've done that before. I ain't cutting my hair anytime soon. I'll tell you that. But what I
Because I
will,
couldn't do nothing with it after I cut it anyway. Don't know how to
me
do
too. Be back
hair.
in a
I don't
ponytail.
know how nothing about no hair.
Be back in a ponytail. But Allie, the gifts that God gives us, and I was telling some young ladies this the other day when I was speaking at an event. This life that God gives us, these talents that God gives us, it ain't for us. You have to give it back. And this is what I tell my daughter. My daughter does sign language, and somebody asked
I do
her,
too. I
she
started in
does?
kindergarten. I did. And in kindergarten,
Really?
I taught my children.
And my daughter, I love that about her. And someone asked her, can you come to an event and help? And she was thinking of every excuse why she didn't want to do it. And I had to have a tough conversation. You know how you have to have these tough conversations?
My children are very on.
Yes. And I said, you know what? The talent that you have, God gave it to you to give it away. I said, when
Amen.
you see me walk out of this house, I'm not going to do anything for myself. I'm going to give my talents away.
Take care of his
Yeah.
people.
And she walked out of the room and I think she almost cried. And I wasn't fussing at her. I just had to give her a tough love conversation. And the next day she came back. She said, well, mommy, the only reason I said, baby, I said, if you don't know, just tell her you don't know what it is and learn it. I said, it's
Yeah.
okay. But this talent that you have, everybody can't do sign language. I can't. God is choosing you to do this. And so all the talent you have, you got to give them away.
And that's
So,
what propels you. I call it bait, you know, because we're fisher of men. That's our
mm-hmm.
bait to draw them near
Come
and
on.
show them love. You know
Come
what I'm
on.
saying?
That's
So
right.
we're going to get out here because we're going to keep
Yeah.
on finding a little bit of tidbits to talk about. Have you told the people everything that you can think of right now that you
Yeah.
need to tell them?
Yeah. Please go out and vote.
Uh-oh.
I want everybody to go out and vote. Our ancestors fought for this right. I saw my great grandfather's poll tax receipt.
You said
Poll
poll
tax,
tax receipt.
yes, where he had to pay to go and vote. I don't want. We need to recognize this is a right that we have to go vote. It will take you all of 10 minutes. There's 17 propositions on the ballot.
Ooh, I was kind of crazy about some of them
I
propositions,
know.
like if that's your child or not.
Yes.
Should you be responsible? Is a parent responsible
Listen,
solely for
yeah,
their
do your research. I got a cheat sheet. I'll send a little cheat sheet if you
Thank
need.
you,
A lot of
girl.
people have
Thank
been
you.
reaching out, but please go and vote. And when you do go vote, I'm asking that you vote to reelect me. If you see the changes that you that in Missouri City that you like, that I'm a part of that. My whole council. It takes 4 votes to get anything done. I am all about the team, unity in the community, and I want to keep serving you and your interests, Missouri City. So thank you for having me, Allie Fiya. I couldn't wait to get here. And
I know
now
we've been talking about
I
it.
know, and I'm coming back. Listen, I'm gonna use my radio skills and I'm gonna interview you once this election is over. I want to come back and I want you to sit in the seat because I feel like you have such a dynamic platform. You have a great audience. I want the people to know who Allie Fiya really is, the mother, the wife, the Christian. I want people to know stuff that they don't know about
The
you.
one that's still 50% hood. Pray for me.
Yeah, me,
The
me
Lord
too.
working on me.
Me too. 77489.
Hey,
That's that Mo.
hey,
That's that
hey,
Mo.
okay,
Let me
calm
throw the
down.
Mo.
You done showed them people the wrong stuff. Let me get off here before she
Yeah.
messed something up. It's that Fire Morning Show with Allie Fiya. We're here with Lynn, and we're gonna do, because I keep messing up her last name because Clouser. It's not you, it's me, and it's that Fire. It's a Fire Morning Show. Just know that. I just want you guys to know that we are so in love, and we thank you for coming here, and we look forward to you coming back because we got some stuff we really need to talk about. Next time it's a podcast, though. We're going to sit down and really have deep conversations because I think there are parents and people who need to know so much about so much. And I'm kind of in your crew. You don't know that, but I am.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that soon. And we have a whole bunch of events coming up soon. So hopefully you guys will be a part of that. It's Allie Fiya with Mo City Radio, and we thank you, and we're out.